Get ready for the dictation in 3, 2, 1, start. By present revision petition, the petitioner has assailed judgment dated 18th May 2010 and order on sentence dated 21st May 2010 passed by the appellate court. Stop. The petitioner was convicted by the Court of Learned Metropolitan Magistrate under Section 68 of the Copyright Act and under Section 78 and 79 of Trademarks and Merchandise Act and sentenced to 6 months rigorous imprisonment under Section 63 of Copyright Act and 78 and 79 of Trademarks Act, apart from fine of rupees 50,000 under Section 63 of the Copyright Act and rupees 1,000 each under Section 78 and 79 of Trademarks Act. Stop. On an appeal preferred by the petitioner, the Learned Sessions Judge maintained the conviction of both the accused persons. However, while sentencing, the Learned Sessions Judge reduced the sentence of imprisonment from 6 months rigorous imprisonment to 45 days simple imprisonment, both under Section 63 of Copyright Act as well as under Section 78 and 79 of Trademarks Act, with the fine as awarded by the trial court. Stop. The petitioner in this revision petition has assailed the order of Learned Sessions Judge on the ground that findings of court below were against the weight of evidence. Stop. There was nothing on record to show that the goods allegedly recovered from front of the shop of the petitioner bearing fake and spurious mark were stocked by the petitioner. Stop. There was no evidence on record to show that marks on the goods were fake or spurious. Stop. The other grounds were raised by the petitioner in the petition show that the petitioner had assailed the order of Learned Sessions Judge on merits. Stop. Section 393 CRPC specially provides that the judgment and order passed by the appellate court in an appeal shall be final except in cases provided under Section 377, 378 and 384. Stop. Section 377 CRPC provides for appeal by state government against sentence. Section 378 provides for appeal in case of acquittal, and Section 384 is in respect of the jail appeals dismissed summarily. Stop. The case of the petitioner does not fall under these three cases. Stop. Thus, the judgment of appellate court has attained finality and the High Court can interfere under Section 397 CRPC only if there was an issue of correctness, legality or propriety of any finding, sentence or order recorded or passed by the Sessions Court, or there was any irregularity of the proceedings of the Sessions Court. Stop. The High Court in its power under Section 397 cannot act as a court of second appeal and cannot reappreciate the entire evidence to substitute its own opinion against the opinion of the appellate court. Stop. The scope of revision against the concurrent finding of fact is very limited, and ordinarily the concurrent finding of fact cannot be challenged unless and until there is gross misreading of evidence or there is manifest error of law or miscarriage of justice. Stop. The revisional jurisdiction does not confer power on the revisional court to reappreciate the evidence on record. Stop. The revisional court can examine the record only to satisfy itself that the court below had conducted the proceedings in an appropriate manner and had taken into account entire evidence before passing the judgment. Stop. The judgment is not to be resorted to as a second appeal. Stop. During arguments, counsel for the petitioner had only been agitating that the conclusion arrived at by the trial court as well as by the appellate court was not correct conclusion, and he wanted this court to reappreciate the entire evidence. Stop. I consider that this court, in view of section 393 CRPC, cannot reappreciate the entire evidence to arrive at a different conclusion than the one arrived at by the appellate court. Stop. Thank you.